This is the Marvel Legends series, The Punisher. Oh boy, this is the latest incarnation of Frank Castle in the Marvel Legends line. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I picked up this figure at Hobby Corner. Let's get him out of packaging. And here is Frank Castle, The Punisher, out of packaging. And I'm really impressed with this figure. I've reviewed a lot of Punisher figures. The comic book Punisher figure, the Jim Lee Punisher, John Bernthal Punisher, and this is by far, for me, is probably the best Marvel Legends Punisher figure out there. And it could work like as a movie figure or as a comic book figure because, you know, we've seen so many different actors play the Punisher, and with him being all camo face painted like that, it could work. It could be anybody. It could be Thomas Jane. It could be John Bernthal for all we know, but it does work very nicely. I love this whole sculpt, this mix of colors. Really, just the whole design of the figure is absolutely gorgeous. I you know, there's very little to complain about with this figure. Now, if you're wondering why the figure looks a little bit familiar, that's because some of the pieces or the parts that they used for the body or the figure is some recycled bits and pieces from the John Bernthal Daredevil Punisher, the Netflix Punisher. And if you look closely, the legs, the boots, even the that whole torso area where the skull is painted on, it's from this figure. And it does make sense to use this one because this one has a jacket and they actually put a jacket on it. The gun is exactly the same as that one. Even the pistol that came with this figure is the same one. They just repainted it. Okay, let me show that off very quickly. So here's the gun. Yep, I like this combination because some of the Punisher figures we've gotten, they were painted white or just some weird off-looking color. He also comes with a sniper rifle. It's done in this beige and black motif, as well as the pistol. So that's nice. It's a nice combination, a nice color to it. And as I mentioned, the legs, the same articulation as the John Bernthal Marvel Legends Punisher. Even the boots are the same. I think they added this one as a new piece. If I'm not mistaken, this particular clip belt, I think, is new. The grenade and pistol belt with the knives and all that molded in, extra accessories, I think that's new as well. So that's pretty cool. The jacket, if I'm not mistaken, is brand new as well, or the vest, I should say. Pretty neat. But again, this whole piece is same as the John Bernthal Punisher. They just painted the skull differently a little bit, which I'm okay with, actually. I like this one. Gives it that look. So that's why I'm saying, like in the comic books, the skull is always neatly painted on the Punisher. Well, most of the time, at least, like that. And here, this is more of like akin to the live-action Punisher. Okay, so the jacket looks nice. Got molded in pockets here and there, painted buckles or buttons. But I think it's a new vest. The arms, I could be wrong. They look very familiar, but I think they're new. Or they're like combined pieces. Like the shoulder is from another figure, like D-Man or something, and then the arm is from something. It's very difficult for me to remember for some reason, but it kind of looks familiar. Let me know in the comment section below if the arms are new or they are recycled, repurposed. The head sculpt, I believe, is new. Look at that. Gorgeous looking paint apps. Wow, and the eyes painted so nicely. Okay, it also comes with an alternate head. This is the one you've been accustomed to. We've seen this head sculpt been released by Hasbro and other figures, just painted differently. Now he's got that little bit of a beard and mustache growing. He's got some eye bags or shaded eyes around the eyes at least. He's got a gray bandana. The hair is a little bit of blue highlights, which is fine. It's I think the Jim Lee. I'm not entirely sure. It kind of reminds me of the Jim Lee mold, but because of the way the nose and the cheekbones are a little bit sharp, I don't know if it's just the paint apps, it kind of feels like it's a new mold. I could be wrong. So again, let me know in the comment section below if this is a new sculpt, or it does feel new though. But when I was playing with this figure, I honestly thought this was the Jim Lee sculpt, or the extra head that came with that classic vintage card Punisher. Okay, take that off. I like this one better actually. This is the reason I got this figure, this head sculpt. So paint apps looking nice. If you're looking through several on the pegs, make sure you look at the chest. Make sure that the white, I mean, it should be neat enough. And on mine, there's a little bit of a blemish right there, but that's forgivable. It kind of makes it look like it's part of the design. So that's what you have to look out for. Buckle, make sure the silver is on properly. The camouflage fatigues on the pants, and they're fine. Hardly anything to complain about. Buttons, make sure the silver is spot on. And on the face, paint apps on the face, I guess what you should just be looking out are the way the eyes are painted. That's it, because the skull is sometimes skewed a little bit to the left or to the right, and that's not a deal breaker. It's the eyes. I've seen some that have the eyes way too, a little bit just too far apart or too near, so just be wary of that. But other than that, it's a fantastic figure. It's well made, well designed. I couldn't ask for a better Punisher figure. This is by far, in my opinion, the best Punisher figure we've had for the Marvel Legends line, and I am just so pleased with it. The only way they could have made this a lot better, if at all, is if they had made the pistols go into the holster, or the removable, actual removable. Let me show this off. If they had given us like an extra knife that actually went through the holster, and grenades, that probably would be the only thing that would have made this figure more perfect than it already is. Just check on the articulation. It's going to be the same standard Marvel Legends articulation right there, and then the feet, it's just like the Netflix Punisher feet. So very good, very, very cool. And for size comparisons, here he is with the classic Captain America Marvel 80 years. They're about the same height. They, let me be technical about it, about 6.5 inches tall. Just for fun, here is the Wolverine. And so for some final thoughts on the figure. I mean, if you are a big Punisher fan, this figure is an absolute no-brainer. You have got to pick up this figure. I mean, Hasbro did everything right with this figure. They got a good mold. They've improved it, got some very good molded in accessories, details, fantastic head sculpt. Paint apps are absolutely great. Phenomenal figure. Well done, Hasbro. I couldn't praise this figure anymore. The figure is going to get a 10 out of 10 for me. Best of luck to everybody hunting him down. I thoroughly enjoyed this figure. The only thing missing is really him getting the War Machine armor, which I'm hoping I can get sometime soon. But until then, I hope you've enjoyed this little video review. If you did, please let me know in the comment section below. What do you think of this brand new Marvel Legends The Punisher figure? If you liked it, let me know in the comment section below. If you hated it, please let me know. And hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. This has been the Marvel Legends series, The Punisher, the latest incarnation from the Marvel Legends line of Frank Castle. Thanks for watching.